Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Nittany Lions will put total weather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring. It is going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Got the quick pass. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught near the sideline, it's dealt. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Using his legs, it's Frazier. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Snagged in the middle, it's dealt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No.
Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
Georgia 7, Penn State 0.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Extending the play. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown, it's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Throwing right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
And the Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
You got to be so careful, too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football. Knowing where the sticks are, they break on it, and they get the big interception.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Bulldogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Showing off the arm. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Works the middle of the field. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Defense not showing press coverage. Off play action on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To throw, it's Allard. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty.
That's the end of the first half. Georgia.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Reynolds. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And he was was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the
converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's Singleton. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quick completion on the out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He leaves it with the back. Hard running there. Got the 1st down and more. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might be changing the route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And that had all the makings of ball neat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Drills him with a stiff arm. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the
Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Stop just across midfield,